Hello everyone, in this section we will introduce the production of interactive charts in R. For example, this places a painting we have drawn to reflect the changes in the number of Chinese graduate admissions in the first year. This figure, that is to say, when we hover the mouse pointer over this specific line of text, it is incapable of displaying the values of its x-axis and y-axis. Consequently, this interactive graphic appears in the manner depicted below. When our mouse cursor hovers over this line, it can reflect its corresponding abscissa and ordinate values. Then in 2000, the enrollment number of this graduate student in China is 128,000.
128,000.
538K21,106M. In this scenario, when we introduce the modifications in your time series, if it has this text box appearing, that will provide us with great convenience. Let me explain the production of this graphic. So, what about the data of this figure? I'll put it in the video description. If you want to practice, you can download it. To begin with, read the data in as the first step. And then what? Library tidyverse. Then you need to install the Plotly package. Next, load this package. So, what about this paragraph? Actually, it's referring to ggplot2. Its approach is called postgraph2. Pipe into ggplot. The abscissa is year, the ordinate is a number. This is the data we read in and use for visualization. Postgraph. Then set its title, horizontal axis, vertical axis, and font size. And it is that specific theme. Okay, so let us save this particular part to an object P in order to refer back to it later. What is the next step? We call ggplotly once again. This function puts P. In this manner, you are able to draw this picture. It mainly depends on the Plotly package. The ggplotly function is used for its functionality. So those images of ggplot2 in front of you, if you can do it, you save this figure. Give it another call, just ggplotly. Okay, this picture has a well-drawn shape. We have the capability to export it. We can save it as a web page format. For example, we save it as this admissions document for future reference. Number becomes a web page. Save it for later. It will automatically open in your browser when you revisit the web page. In this case, you just need to keep the cursor on this line. Both X and Y values can be displayed. So you have this web page on your computer's local hard drive. You can insert it into your PPT presentation, or some of the presentations. When you are doing the introduction like this, it's very clear. Well, actually, this application is very simple. Let's give another example. For example, this data mtcast R's own. Then let's create a scatter plot. Then this is the title of the graph it generates. A static one. Save this shape to this P. Please save it to this object. Then for this graphic object, save it to this P. Thank you. Give it outside again. To apply this ggplot once, like, is this image good now? Take a look. It has also become interactive. Keep cursor on scatter plot, display XY coordinate, color kills. Cursor shows XY coordinate, color. Because the color of this text box is determined by the number of cylinders it has. Therefore, the background color of the text box emerges. The color is the same as this point, so I think this tool is very convenient, especially sometimes if you're doing a report, I want to discuss some key points. After that, you can articulate it. Observe the relationship of displacement and fuel consumption here. So you can see the larger the displacement, the smaller the value of its MPG. That means the more fuel consuming, right? So you can say it like this. You can selectively choose some typical cases for demonstration. Alright, this is the tool we are introducing today, so it's still very convenient. We will share it with everyone. Stay tuned for more updates.